Alright, hi and welcome to the first episode of Hacks Rolls. I'm your Dungeon Master Claudia, my pronouns are they, them, she, her, and these are my players. First up we have Cam.
Hi, my name is Cam, my pronouns are she, they.
Alright, next up we have Mars.
Oh, hi, I'm Mars, and my pronouns are they, she.
Okay, lastly but definitely not least we have Talia.
I'm Talia, and my pronouns are she, her.
And with that, let's begin our adventure. Welcome to the realm of Haxurath. The main continent and all of its surrounding islands are vibrant and thriving, with biomes ranging from the luscious greenery to scorching hot deserts, all the way to freezing, bleak tundra. Haxurath is home to a variety of fantastical people. We find ourselves in the main kingdom of Iverstead during a peaceful time. A few generations passed during the previous king's reign. Druidic and wild magic was banned. This led to an uprising known as the Druid Wars, where the king slaughtered hundreds of wood elves before the survivors were banished to the swamps of the Black Marsh. This was the first of many victories that eventually led the king to a tyrannical reign that threw the kingdom into chaos. His thirst for power and blood finally led to his death, and this paved the way for his young son to take the crown. Today, the beloved King Beaumont IV rules the kingdom with a fair hand, as he still attempts to repair bridges and right the wrongs of his tyrant father. Our adventure begins in the quaint settlement known as the Baandari Trading Post. Surrounded by lush forests and rolling greenery, it is usually the first stop in the realm for any traveling trader. Friendly and conflict-free, the few residents of Baandari welcome all visitors with smiling faces and an open mind. As most official business ships and worldly travelers prefer to travel from the sea and up the river to the capital city of Iverstead, the Baandari Trading Post is more widely used by novice adventurers and tradespeople. The Braze'n'bold Tavern is the heart and soul of Baandari. The tavern is full of patrons at all hours of the day and night, refueling for the long journeys ahead of them and taking a load off to enjoy the commoners band that usually plays quietly in the corner. A firbolg, known as Farfaren, mans the bar. His skin is blue, his shaggy dark brown hair is pulled back into a tight knot. Though a little unkempt, a short beard frames his smiling, friendly face. Being so early in the morning, the tavern sits empty as Farfaren cleans for the day ahead. As he wipes the bar with a cloth, he suddenly jumps back as a ginger cat jumps from the other side and into his arms. What are you doing down here, you silly, silly cat? Meow. He scratches the cat between his ears and leaves the bar to walk up the stairs to a rented room that a very weary young traveler slept in the night before. Cam, why don't you describe your character for us?
Alright, so Kenia is a kind of short for a half-elf, but pretty tall, sitting at 5'8" half-elf, who is currently sitting on her bed that she has pushed up against a wall, kind of in the corner, reading a book in like a ball. She has strawberry blonde hair that is tied into very, very messy braids that are not very well, covering 2 pairs of black horns on her head, and perched on her knees is a book. When Farfaren throws open the door, she doesn't even really react other than like ducking her head a little bit further into her book and kind of turning the page, not even really noticing that he's there.
Hey, sorry if I'm waking you, but your cat here got out again. It's no mind. I just hate you to think that he went missing.
Oh, fruit snack! Fruit snack! She kind of jumps up and like scrambles to her. I'm so sorry. Fruit snack.
That's fine. Breakfast is nearly ready for you if you're hungry.
What is it? I kind of had like a weird diet back at home, and lots of things upset my stomach.
We got bacon. We got eggs. Maybe a little more bacon.
Do you have apple juice?
Yep. I think we can swing some of that.
Okay, I'll be down.
Okay, just make sure that Katia's stays out of some trouble.
Yeah. And she kind of like puts him in her like the hood of her traveler's cloak, and he very, very happily just curls up into the bottom of it.
All right, so then we cut to the sound of a ship horn blowing as it docks at the Baandari Trading Post. It's mostly full of crates, just a few crew. The trade ship transports the exotic fruits of the northern jungle to the kingdom. On board, a young human man called Oscar bundles up a heavy rope and jumps onto the dock to tie off the ship. His eye is blackened with a fresh bruise that he got roughhousing with a very lively stowaway. Talia, why don't you describe your character for us?
This is Max. Max is a 5'7", sexy RPG armor-wearing stowaway in this boat. She is an Asimo, so she looks very human-like, with bright blue eyes. She essentially kind of hops out of her little spot that she's been hiding in on the ship, very aware that it has landed, and ready to take on the world. She looks around with kind of very bright eyes, excited to see where they've landed.
Max, we have to get this loaded off into the town now. Why don't you take this coin for the help, I guess, and go get yourself a drink. Just figure out what you're gonna do next. So, Oscar gives you a few gold pieces, and he points you towards the tavern.
Max gives Oscar a wink and says, don't you treat me right, Oscar. And hops off the ship very ungracefully, landing in a pile of mud.
I've known you for too many years, Max. Don't give me that shit.
Well, maybe you'll know me for a few more. And hops off towards the tavern.
Alright, so as you walk towards the tavern, you start to hear the faint sound of singing coming from the trail that leads towards the small town. You're thirsty, so you choose to ignore it and you go into the tavern. But we cut to the wagon entering the town. Pulled by a giant shire horse, the cart is piled with an array of musical instruments and luggage. A plump, red-faced human is strumming a ukulele from where he sits on top of a suitcase. He, along with all of the musicians, are drunk, singing loudly. Joining them on the cart is a quiet passenger just along for the ride. Mars, why don't you describe your character for us?
This is Madris like Heron, who is a wood elf from the Black Marsh, which is a society of druid elves who have been, after the druid wars, sort of isolated themselves from the rest of the society. So Madris has green skin, but it's so almost like humanist that it has a greenish tint to it, basically, with dark, almost black hair tied into a messy braid, and she has a longbow with her, and green eyes, brown eyes, green-brown eyes, hazel eyes.
Oh, right, well, we have a ship to catch. This is where we'll leave you. What do you say your name was again?
Madris.
That's a weird name.
I know.
Okay, take care. Wandering elf maiden.
Thank you. You too.
Okay, so they kind of push you in the direction of the tavern and walk towards the ship that just docked.
Okay, Madris, with wide eyes and an abundance of curiosity, looks around and heads forth towards the tavern.
Okay, so you walk into the tavern. It's fairly quiet. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. People aren't usually getting ready to go on their adventures yet. You see the firbolg man in the bar. You see another half-elf there enjoying her breakfast. And another very strange traveler just kind of staring around the bar, looking at the gold pieces in her hands.
Maxwell spots a new person in and gives a whole, "Ayo!" Way too loud for 8 a.m. in the morning.
Kenya kind of like starts in her seat where she's holding on to a glass of apple juice, but like obviously kind of uncomfortable with like both of her entire hands like wrapped around the glass.
Madris is startled by the loud noise and jumps back towards the door. She's still inside, but she's clearly overwhelmed with the sensations of the tavern, the likes of which she has never truly seen before.
Max is a little depressed that even the newest person walking into the bar, or the tavern, doesn't want to do day drinking. So she settles down a little bit from her very wide open position and just kind of gives the patron a wave.
Hey, we got enough bacon to go around if any y'all's interested. He waves you over. He's made far too much bacon, being incredibly overexcited that one person has been staying in the tavern overnight.
Kenya has like a pile of bacon on her plate that she's just like, she's looking at it like she might want to try and eat it, but she's not. She's very focused on her apple juice and very focused on not accidentally making eye contact with Ivy.
Madris goes to the table where the bacon is at and happily sits down and eyes the plate with curiosity. And she asks the question, "What is bacon?"
Well, it's the meat of a pig, aye?
Right, Madris says, completely not knowing what that means. Is it any good?
It's alright.
You think so? Madris looks back down to the plate of bacon and grabs a handful of it and shoves it in her mouth.
Holy shit!
Through the chewing noises, this is delicious.
Would you like a drink? That's mighty dry.
Farfaren looks very pleased that someone is enjoying his cooking and just slides a huge flagon of apple juice towards Madris.
Just takes the flagon of apple juice and takes a large sip.
Kenia has started dropping, like as subtly as she can, dropping little pieces of bacon into the hood of her.
Max has been watching this with very wide eyes and unbridled excitement. She looks towards the guy at the tavern bar thing, and is like, "So why'd you cook bacon for 7 people, dude? Do you got I'm pretty sure no one stays here, right?"
Okay, can you roll an insight check for me?
Oh yes, that one's the D20.
The D20.
My virtual dice.
While she's doing that, can I roll investigation just to kind of look around the tavern?
Mm-hmm.
I got a 10.
You got a 10 after all of your modifiers and everything for wisdom?
Which one is? So it's a modifier for wisdom, which is a -1. I got 9.
Okay. You don't notice anything.
I got an.
Shit.
I also got a 9 for investigation.
You got a 9. The tavern looks fairly empty, but it doesn't seem as though that's uncommon.
Is it dusty? Can I run my finger across the top of the bar and see on a white glove how much dust is on the bar?
You can.
Okay, how much dust is on the bar?
None. He seems to really care about his bar. The door of the braze'n'bold opens, and as the light filters in, a dark shadow for an entering figure casts across the wooden floorboards. As all of your eyes adjust to the newcomer, you see a dwarf enter. He is short, thick, and though his head is completely bald, he sports a magnificent beard of honey brown. His mustache is intricately braided in the way made famous by the hill dwarfs of Hammerfall. He struts over to the bar beside you and slaps his palm on the counter. "Got that last crate for me, Farfaren. Silda's fixing up the donkeys." Farfaren nods. He slides him a flagon of ale and disappears into the back of the tavern. The dwarf then turns to the 3 of you and adjusts his monocle. "Not seen you 3 around these parts before. Business or pleasure?"
Adventure for me.
Max would like to slyly grab a handful of bacon.
Alright, can you roll a sleight of hand check for me?
While she's doing that, Kenia is talking to the dwarf, and is currently asking him how long he has been married.
Which is the modifier for sleight of hand?
That will be dexterity.
It's in the skills.
Okay, I got 12.
You got a 12? Okay, you successfully grab some bacon and he doesn't notice. Married? What makes you think I'm married? You're interested?
No, sir. Your beard's mighty long and thick. How long have you been married?
I'm a dwarf. It's been long and thick since I was 7.
You've been married since you were 7?
He just starts kind of ignoring you and starts grabbing off Max's plate of bacon.
Madris looks on in confusion, but keeps quiet because she's unsure how to navigate the situation.
Kenia has gotten over her fear of making eye contact and is like looking incredulously at Madris, like, what is wrong with this dude? Like, he can't answer a simple question about his wife that he's obviously very devoted to.
Madris gives like a small shrug, but it's clear she's unsure why Kenia is looking at her that way.
I didn't mean to offend you, sir. I am quite confused, though.
Max slaps away the dwarf's hand from the plate of bacon, very unwilling to share.
Okay, can you do opposed strength check for me?
I'm gonna need you to walk me through that one.
Okay, so use your d20 and add your strength modifier.
Opposed just means that the other person is also going to roll strength, and whoever...
I got 7.
Okay, he got a non-nat 20. So he just slaps your hand right back and grabs the whole plate of bacon. Sorry, I got a long road ahead of me. I'm gonna need this more than you do.
You're taking all of that?
No. Max wants to start a fight, but kind of just keeps chewing the piece that she's eating. He looks a little terrifying.
Okay, so before you could do anything you regret, Farfaren returns from the back room. He places this big old heavy wooden crate on the counter in front of Gundren. On the side of the crate, you notice the Hammerfall crest. It's very recognizable, and it contains an anvil and a warhammer kind of crossed. It's known as their city crest.
Kenia is very awkwardly, like, reaching into her hood, and she procures, like, a half piece of bacon and passes it to
Max is very pleased by this, gives Kenya a bright smile, and is like, "Thanks, dude!" And then starts sucking on the piece of bacon.
Sucking?
Is that
She's trying to savor all the flavor now that
our
our plate has been taken.
Okay, so...
No, it's not. I just don't have enough bacon to last me chewing.
Oh.
And she stares at the dwarf.
All right. Madris looks away, and, like, if this was the office, she would be looking into the camera.
Okay, so Gundren notices that Farfaren places this big crate on the counter, and then he just hands Madris the whole plate of bacon. You look like you could do with some food. You're quiet, you.
Thank you. Madris, like, once again, now she grabs a piece of bacon and starts sucking on it in the way Maxwell was, clearly copying the action. Am I doing it correctly?
There's not a correct way to eat bacon, dude.
I would say there's not a correct way, but there is an incorrect way, and you seem to be doing it the incorrect way.
Then how am I supposed to do it?
Just you take a piece of it and kind of like picks up a piece of bacon and like eyes it really suspiciously, and then looks up at what's his name, Farfaren. She like eyes him, and then she looks at the piece of bacon. And then you take a bite, and then like looks at him, and then looks at the bacon and takes like the smallest bite of bacon, and then you chew it and you swallow it.
Oh, all right.
The drool is pouring off Max's bacon piece as Max continues to suck on it.
Madris copies the action that Kenia explained and takes the smallest bite of the bacon, and then with a proud smile declares to the whole table, "I think I've got it."
You got something, dude.
Never
Thank you.
Madris has never eaten before.
She doesn't know how to eat the bacon. She's confused by bacon.
So the dwarf just looks
Max
at
put-
Farfaren. Gundren, the dwarf looks at Farfaren and just says, weird, these ones. You get some weird ones in here, Farfaren. And he just tries to pick up the crate, and just as he does, the tavern door bangs open, and you turn and see an older but still roguishly handsome human man. He's dressed in fine clothes, his hair is slicked back, he has a manicured handlebar mustache, and his hair and mustache are a wonderful shade of salt and pepper. He
Does he have a
clocks...
beard?
He does not have a beard, he has a handlebar mustache.
Okay.
No beard. He's bald on the chin.
Can Max wolf whistle?
She can wolf whistle. Can you please do a performance check for me?
Which one is that modifier?
Charisma.
If you look on your sheet next to where all your modifiers are, everything, there's going to be something that says skills, and then by it, it'll say this is what you're going to add to it.
Okay, 17.
17. Okay, yeah, you wolf whistle him. He's looking for Gundren, his friend, but he spots you and he gives you a little bit of a wave, a little bit of a wink, and he calls out to his friend, "Stop flirting! Let's make haste, my man. Phandalin waits for no one." And he gives
Or
you...
you could take a detour, Max says, but doesn't
Kenia
really mean it.
Kenia is blushing profusely and like looking away, like up.
He looks at you and he puts his hands on his hips and he goes, I wish, but alas, we have business to attend to. He just turns around, walks out. The dwarf groans and he picks up this big heavy crate. Well, you bunch of weirdos. Look me up, I guess, if you swing by Phandalin. I might have a job for yous. So you watch, he leaves the tavern, and just as you begin to settle into the comforting atmosphere of the room, Farfaren kind of goes and runs into the back.
Max drops the piece of drool bacon and is like, "You think he's alright?" To the table.
Can you all roll perception checks for me?
I rolled a 13.
I got 11.
Wait, I got a 13.
Okay.
I also rolled a 13.
Okay.
I know it is that.
So, pretty much all of you can just hear a bunch of banging in the back room behind the bar. A lot of, oh, shoot, ouch, ouch.
Is he okay?
Maxwell can hear these noises and has a thought that she would like to launch over the bar and steal some mead.
Okay, do an acrobatics check for me.
I rolled a 20 before I even added the thingy.
A nat 20?
21.
Ooh!
Oh, dang. Okay, so you got a crit, so, yeah, you can do that. Jump across the bar and, what are you planning to grab the ale in?
Honestly, Max was just gonna lie under the tap and take a couple drinks of it.
Okay, well, with a nat 20, you can do that.
Yeah. So Max is laying under the tap of the ale and taking several mouthfuls of it.
Madris is watching in a mix of confusion and disgust at the display by Maxwell. Are you supposed to do that?
No, but this dude sounds like he might be getting beat up in the back, so I figure opportunities come and go, you know?
Fruitsnack very excited by the sight of someone laying on the floor drinking a ton of ale, jumps out of Kenia's hood and like settles himself on Max's chest to try to lap up some of the ale.
Max kind of shuffles a little bit awkwardly with the cat on her chest so that the cat can have a drink. And then kind of looks over at the two of them and is like, "Y'all want some too?"
Madris seems
After-
more disturbed by the vague noises she is hearing from the bath.
Max, kind of inhaling a mouthful of fur, turns off the tap and sits up, but holds the cat in her lap and tries to pet it.
He lets it happen, but Kenia turns to Madris and is like, should we, you think that we should check on it?
If you think we should?
We go together?
Sure.
Alright. So I guess Kenia and Madris are gonna go.
Go check on him if that's possible. They stand up from the table, obviously.
Max is
Kenia-
like, y'all really not gonna give me an invite right
Kenia reaches out and like goes to grab Madris's hand and then like freezes and like looks at her and then like wiggles her fingers.
Is that supposed to mean something? She looks down at the wiggling hands with confusion.
I was gonna hold your hand so we don't lose each other, but it's fine. Max, your name was Max. Are you coming with us?
now? Well, considering I was invited last, maybe not. But she gets up anyway. Cat's still in arms.
I can take Fruit Snack. That's his name. My name's Kenia, and that's Fruit Snack, and I can take him back if he's bothering you. I think we should go check on him though.
Max kind of looks at Kenya, brings his cat a little closer, and is like, "Nah, he's good."
Okay.
Okay, you going into the back room?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So you open up the door that goes behind the bar, and can you roll a perception check for me, everybody?
I rolled a 1.
Oh, I didn't do well either. I rolled a 5. Kenia's still focused on trying to hold Madris's hand.
Max got 15, so I don't know what that means. But
Okay, so as you're going in, Madris, you're just way too interested in the woodwork on the floor. You don't really notice anything. But Max, you notice walking into the back, nothing's wrong. No one's getting hurt. You just notice that Farfaren is just rummaging around in the kitchen area, like he's looking for something. What do you do?
dude, are you making more bacon?
No. Are you out?
No. We got plenty
Oh,
of bacon.
okay.
Kenia produces another piece of bacon from her cloak and kind of like tosses it at Max.
Madris is heavily examining the floor and has now reluctantly latched onto Kenia's hand, if that's possible. If it's possible.
It sure is. Kenia's ready. She's so afraid.
Okay,
Max catches his bacon and has a fight with Fruitcake, because Fruitcake is also clearly
His
interested
name
in the
is
piece of
Fruit
bacon.
Snack.
Can you please roll an opposed athletics check for me, Max?
Fruit Snack got a nat 1 and has a -2 to strength.
Okay, so you don't even have to roll. The cat, Fruit Snack. You see Fruit Snack goes for this bacon. You just backhand the shit out of this cat and just catch the bacon. The cat's fine though. Just kind of jumps right back into Kenia's cloak.
He doesn't have the hit points.
Hi, Fruit Snack. I just don't share off with you.
He's got more in there. He's pouting. He's being a little rowdy. He'll get over it.
It was just a friendly kind of backhand, so luckily no damage is taken yet.
A friendly backhand to a common cat.
So Farfaren kind of watches this go down, and he's kind of side-eyeing and just goes back to going through and searching for something.
We didn't get back here to check on you. Do you need something? Are you okay?
Oh, that's very nice. I'm just looking. I was supposed to give Gundren the dwarf this letter for my a fiance. I had a love letter I was supposed to give to him to give to her, but I've gone lost.
Can Max snatch up the letter?
You can roll a perception check for me.
Does he have a beard?
I got 11.
Can Madris say something to him?
Mm-hmm.
Do you need help looking for anything?
I'm looking for my letter.
All right. Kenia will roll a perception check.
Madris is also going to roll a perception check.
And I'll also roll for Fruit Snack because Kenia did not do well.
And he does have a beard. He has a kind of a short beard on his face, kind of scruffy.
All right.
I rolled a 10.
Fruit Snack got a 16.
Fruit Snack got a 16.
Yeah.
And I rolled a 10.
Okay.
Kenia got an 11, but Fruit Snack got a 16.
Fruit Snack's an icon.
Okay, what did Max get?
7.
Fruit Snack jumps out of the hood, just kind of goes whoop right under the sink area and comes back holding a very crumpled looking envelope.
Oh, Fruit Snack. What is this? kiss, and then she like picks the letter and she goes, "Oh, Fruit Snack did such a good job." Here, I won't read it, but I think
He
Max
takes...
would like to snatch the letter and read it herself.
Okay, can you do a... Let's do a sleight of hand check.
What's what? I got 15.
Okay, with the 15, you can grab the letter, and you turn it over, and you see on the front just has the name Vizina Willowsong on it.
can Max read?
Not really, no.
Can Madris peek over Max's shoulder to take a peek at the letter?
Can you give me a insight check?
Yes, of course. I'm gonna roll right now. I got a 15.
A 15?
Ooh.
Okay. You also read the name. There's nothing else to
Okay.
see. It just says Vizina Willowsong on the front of the letter.
Okay, excellent.
Fruit Snack is trying to claw up Madris's back to get the letter because he was told to get the letter, and he's gonna get the letter.
Madris audibly screams and jumps at the sensation of Fruit Snack climbing up her back. What is that?
Can you roll me an acrobatics check?
Sure. 14.
14? Okay, so you get scared, you jump up, you just hit a couple of pots and pans, nothing really dangerous, but
Oh.
Farfaren does take the letter back from you and says, "Oh, thank you. He's already left. I can't give him the letter to take."
We could try to catch him.
If you'd like.
You try and catch him?
Max steps forward in front of the two of them and goes, cocks out a hip and goes, or, for a very small fee, we could deliver it.
Can you roll a persuasion check for me?
Kenny is still holding on to Madris's hand. And you have been
Yo,
holding
I got
hands the whole time.
Ooh!
Wait, what'd you get?
21.
21?
Nice.
Okay.
I wanted that to flop so bad.
So he kind of... okay. I can make it worth your while still, eh?
We could just say that anytime that we're in the area, we get free sleep and food.
Roll a persuasion check for me.
Kenny is like visibly sweating, looking at Max. Like, am I doing this right?
Max gives her a little
Persuasion-
thumbs up.
Persuasion is charisma, and I have a +1. That'd be a 17.
17? Okay, so he says, yeah. I think I can make that happen for you. You're gonna head all out together?
Are we?
Yeah. But I wouldn't feel right not paying you for last night. So she passes him 1 gold piece, which was, she doesn't know how much stuff costs, but she gives him 1 gold piece.
Okay, he takes it. Can you roll an insight check for me?
It's not going to be well because it was a nat 5. Inside is going to end up being a 6.
6? With a 6, you notice that he holds onto it for a little bit longer. Kind of rubs his thumb on the gold piece before putting it in his pocket and just tapping on his leg. He just seems happy. He seems happy.
Aw.
Madris offers a soft smile and says, I can pay for the food you gave us earlier.
Oh no, it's not a bother. I always make far too much than I need.
Well, thank you for the kindness and the hospitality.
Okay, so he smiles and he asks again. You are all going out together, right? The 3 of you out there.
As long as these two promise not to be dead weight, I have nothing better to do.
I mean,
Right.
I'm fine with it. It's kind of weird that, like, I vaguely know your name is Max. I don't know her name. I feel like, I mean, we'll go together, but I would like
I'm Madris.
Kenia.
Nice to meet you.
Okay,
Nice to meet you.
can-
She, like, squeezes his Madris's hand.
Holding
Madris
it.
squeezes it back.
Can we all roll an insight check for me?
Oh no. That's
Oh, I got a nat
not gonna go
2.
well.
Wait, the insight, what is like
I got a
the-
1.
Oh no,
with that? I got a
Wisdom.
10. Okay, 10.
it's wisdom.
Okay, cool.
I got a
10.
nat 2. What do I notice?
Okay, with
I
a
have a +3, so it would be 13.
13.
Ooh.
Okay, so with a nat 2, You kind of think it's weird that he asked twice. Madris, you kind of notice he seems relieved that you did agree that all three of you were going to go.
Marking it down.
Maxie, because Max got a 1.
The smell of bacon on her top lip, mostly.
The cat is back.
So what's the deal with this whole lady lover thing?
My fiance?
Yeah, sure, whatever, lady lover.
What's a fiance?
Oh, we're getting married.
I'm sorry, I have a quick side question on in the Black Marsh in like the Wood Elves.
Mhm.
Do they have like the traditional marriage system that they would in like the kingdom, or is it something different? Because that'll affect how much Madris knows how to respond to this.
So, they do get married. It's more of like a pagan tradition, though. So instead of, doing vows in front of a church, they follow the tradition of hand fasting. But yes,
Okay,
they
awesome.
do get
She
married.
knows like the generalness of marriage. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Thank you.
In Aldencroft, you don't get married. You just say, "I want to marry you," and then you're married. So she's really good.
When is the big day, then?
So he smiles. He seems to be really happy to talk about this. And he kind of broadens his shoulders a little bit. He says, "We plan to get married in 3 months. She lives in Phandalin. I live here, but we'll get married. She'll move in, and we hope to start a family as soon as possible. I am 271, so I think it's about time."
Max scoffs at the mention of children and has this look of disgust on her face.
So she looks into it. You said she was in Phandalin? I know how to get to Phandalin. We can definitely deliver the letter.
Like I said, if you take this, whenever you're here, you can have a place to stay. I'll cook you food. I really do appreciate it. And he hands you over the letter.
Kenya puts it in her bag.
Max is like, "We'll deliver it, and we'll see you in 3 months for the wedding, right?" And then wants to walk out.
She smiles at him as she follows after Max and says, "It was lovely to meet you."
The moment that they're out of earshot of the dude, Max turns to the other two and goes, "Do you think we can catch up to the 60 Dilf?"
It depends on if they were going by foot or by carriage. If it was by carriage, probably not.
Because we could just pawn this letter off on them, and then that would be our job done.
I feel right about that.
They're going that way anyway. It was their job in the
Honestly,
first place.
But wouldn't that be breaking our promise?
We
Yeah.
promised to get the letter to the fiance. We didn't promise how we were gonna get it there.
But really, is a walk so bad? Why are you in this part of town? Is it not to adventure? Is it not to take a gander around?
I was excited by the prospect of traveling there. If you won't deliver the letter, then I will.
And I'll go
Max
with you.
sighs, drops her shoulders, and is like, "Okay, fine. I guess I'll go with you guys."
It'll be fun. We'll make it fun. I know lots of good old songs and everything that we can sing along the way.
You got
So-
any more of that bacon?
I do. And she pulls out. It's for how small of the pieces you saw her sneaking into her hood. She pulls out an impressively large piece of bacon and breaks off the tip of it and gives it to Fruit Snack and then gives the rest to Max.
Okay, I'm good to go now. We can do the walking thing.
Okay, so you're heading out of town, north?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They are heading towards Phandalin.
So on your right-hand side, as you start to travel, you see the Neverwinter Woods. They're quite thick. They're quite dense. On your left is mostly just scrubland. There's a hill. There's a bit of a dip. As you look straight ahead, you don't really see much. Just a barren, dusty trail with track marks from carts coming in and out of the trading post. Can you all roll a perception check for me?
Yes.
I turned out 3.
17.
5.
So, Madris, you notice far off in the distance, you come from the swamps, you're elven, so you have pretty good eyesight. You spot a donkey just laying on the side on the ground. There's a crashed cart about 50 feet ahead of you, blocking the path. You see that the donkey has several black arrows sticking out of it. It's still writhing on the ground in pain. You kind of hear the sound of braying. Can you all roll an investigation check for me?
Yeah, 13. But what's the investigation check? What does that fall under? On the ability.
Intelligence. which I
Okay.
got a
Max
So
got 12.
So 14 with the
I
plus
got 19.
Beside that for now, what do you do?
Madris
Kenia walks up, runs up. She runs up.
Yes, Madris runs forward with clear concern for the animal because she has a heart for creatures of all kinds, even if she is not fully aware of what every creature is.
Okay, so
Offended by
Max
the fact that she threw him.
Max would like to check if the arrows in the donkey are the same kind of arrows that her longbow takes.
they seem a little small, but they could do in a pinch. You can keep them.
She would like to keep them.
I'm gonna offer
So Max
that...
starts yanking arrows out of the donkey.
Yes, Max. I'm gonna argue, put forth that Madris asks Maxwell, "What are you doing? You're going to hurt it further."
Well, it's going to die regardless, so we might as well profit off of it.
That doesn't mean the death has to be painful.
So it's just still writhing on the ground, just going, just fucking blood everywhere.
Max holds up her short sword and goes, "Well, then you do it."
So Kenia looks at Fruit Snack and she like scoops him up and she goes, "Fruit Snack, help him!" And then Fruit Snack casts prestidigitation and creates a small magical effect of just kind of like a calming song around the animal, just trying to get it to be quiet, just like a flute.
Okay, so the cat's playing a flute at the donkey, and the donkey's just still there, just, it's got fucking holes all on his face, its lungs punctured, it's just bleeding everywhere.
Okay, can I put forth that Madris wants to put it out of its misery, but like not poke the arrows out. She wants to like stab it essentially, so it'll be in less pain.
Max holds out her short sword and is like, "Do it yourself."
Okay, Madris accepts the sword, and I guess I'll roll to see how it goes.
Yeah, just
Right?
just do an attack, just an attack roll for me.
It's like the scene in the Avatar when she
rolled a 20.
You rolled a nat 20? Okay, well,
Okay.
with a nat 20, you know, you can hold the knife to the donkey's the sword to the donkey's throat, and you can whisper a prayer to Melora, I guess, for safe travels. Kill the donkey.
Madris lowers herself to the ground, getting blood on her outfit. She doesn't care. She holds the sword to the donkeys, you know, whatever will kill the donkey in the least painful way. I don't know donkey anatomy that well. Under her breath, she whispers a quiet prayer to Melora, wishing the animals safe travels and happy resting. And with a sad sigh, she plunges the sword into the donkey, and the donkey obviously will die.
Kenny's crying. She's openly weeping.
Can you, Madris, can you roll a religion check for me?
Of course. 17.
17, okay. So with a 17, you notice that the eyes of the donkey glaze over, but just before they do, I guess, you see it's peaceful. You have peacefully put this donkey down.
That brings Madris a
like,
great deal of inner peace.
Okay, so Kenia, with that 19 on that perception check, or investigation check, sorry, that you did earlier, you notice, you look at the cart that's just been fucking destroyed, you noticed that one of the smashed crates, you've actually seen it before. It has that hammerful crest that you saw at the tavern.
A quick question.
Mm-hmm.
How many arrows are there for Max to pull out?
I'll roll for the arrows. 3.
Okay, cool, great.
You can have
Can I add
3.
3 to Max's inventory?
You can add 3 to Max's inventory.
Kenia like kneels down next to the marking, and she goes, "Guys, this looks like what was on that chest that he handed to the drawer. And this might be the carriage they left on."
So we did catch up to the Dilf.
Yeah, not in a good way though. What's a Dilf?
Max just pauses for a minute, stares at Kenia, can just see that she can't say it, and so she moves on and wants to look at the box.
Yes, we're examining the cart. Should we roll for what we notice, or?
Yeah, you can do an investigation check again.
Okay, I'm gonna do one. I got a 7. What is the plus for like the investigation? I'm sorry, I'm like learning as I go.
That's right. Investigation will be intelligence.
Okay, so with the +1, it's an 8.
I got 13.
I got a 7.
Well, with a 13, the Dilf is nowhere to be found. There is no Dilf, and there is no dwarf, but you do see a little bit of blood. It looks like there's a bit of a struggle here.
Looks like Daddy put up a fight.
Can I do an Arcana check to see if there's like anything innately magical about the arrow she pulled out, or however like this happened? If there's like any magical traces.
Yeah, you can do an Arcana check.
16.
Nothing seems magical to you. This just looks like non-magic. Just seems like a brute attack.
Max would like to open the box.
Okay.
She's curious and she would like to understand why there was a struggle here. So she wants to open the box.
Okay, you can do a perception check.
16. Damn.
16. The box is empty. Nothing in there. It's all gone.
Kenny is also going to do a perception check.
Okay, anything for particular you're looking for?
The box, but I got a nat 3.
A nat 3. It's a box.
I'm gonna do a perception check for Madris, but she's gonna be looking over towards like the forest and the area around them and the ground to see if there's like tracks or anything.
Go ahead and roll for me.
I got a 12.
A 12?
But is there like a plus with like, sorry, I keep asking that every single time. I'm gonna get it eventually.
Be
What is
wisdom.
the
Wisdom.
Okay, +3, so it's 12 plus 3, it's 15.
15? With a 15... Let me just roll something real quick here for me. You notice a little bit of rustling in the trees.
Do you guys hear that?
No, they raxed everything.
Yeah, this box is empty.
I think... Is there something in the forest?
I don't know. Kenny's
Is
gonna look in
there?
the forest.
Max turns to the forest and wants to perceive what is in the forest.
I'm not doing
Why
great,
roll it?
guys. 13 for the forest.
For the forest?
Yeah.
7 for the forest as well.
So for the forest, looks fine. Don't see anything.
Yo, I feel like we shouldn't fuck with this shit, right?
Are you just going... They could be dead. Are you not curious about what happened to them?
I am curious. I can't. I don't know what happened. There is a collapsed cart on the side, and then there is a dead. Is it a horse?
Donkey.
A donkey.
Donkey.
A donkey.
And that's all. So there's this box. There's have we looked inside of the cart yet? Can I look inside the cart?
You can look inside the cart.
Is there anything that I noticed immediately without my check?
No, it's just knocked over, just destroyed.
Got a nat 2.
Nat 2? Yep, it's just knocked over. Can you all make dexterity saving throws for me?
I got 6.
I got a 16.
I got a 10.
Oh, do I need to make one for fruit snack, or is he fine?
Fruit snack's fine. An arrow shoots out of the forest straight by Max's head. Can everybody roll initiative for me?
Oh, yeah.
What do we add to it?
19?
We add dex to initiative, right? Dex to initiative, but I got a nat 20.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I got a 17.
Oh, I got 20 then.
I got a 22.
So the arrow shoots out of the woods, and all of a sudden, 2 goblins jump out and start to attack. You miss the perception check, so the first bandit goes ahead and...
Kenya screams at the side of the goblins, like, immediately.
Madris also screams in, like, surprise and a little bit of terror.
Max just goes, what the fuck?
Alright, so the first one is gonna jump out and take a swing at Max with a dagger. Max, will a 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 hit you?
Oh, my armor class is 12.
Okay, so unfortunately this is going to hit you. Just 1 damage.
Okay. 11 current points. Great.
Alright, Kenya, that's your turn.
All right. So just so I know what's going on, there's 2 goblins. They're within like range of me. Like they could obviously attack Max. So they're within.
Yeah, they just jumped right out of the forest right next to you, where the rustling was. Just jumped right out there.
All right, so Kenya is going to cast Burning Hands at the two goblins in front of her, because I'm kind of assuming that the other two are like beside her, and then the goblins are in front of her, right?
Yeah.
So it's a cone. So it's
Mhm.
a thin sheet of flame shoots purple from your fingers, outstretched fingertip. Each creature in a 15-foot cone must make a dexterity saving throw. So they wouldn't be affected by that, right?
Yeah, I will say that'd be fine. You can cast
Okay,
the cone.
so she's gonna cast Burning Hands. So they have to make a dexterity saving throw, and my spell save is a 15.
So one got a 19 and the other one got a 2.
So they're still gonna take half damage. The one who got 19, and it's 3d6. So that's 15 damage for the one that took full damage, and then half for the one that took half damage.
Okay. So you completely just fucking obliterate the one that attacked Max. He's just gone. He's gone. And the other one looks a little hurt. Next up is Max.
First thing, is there a dead body from this goblin that has been defeated?
There is a dead body.
Barely.
It's fucking obliterated, but there is a dead body.
Max points the finger at the dead body, goes, "Fuck you," and then.
By the way, because of this spell that she has cast and immediately killed someone, Kenya just tears down her face. She's openly sobbing.
For the finger, can you do me a performance check, please, real quick?
Yes. Which one is performance? Charisma.
Charisma.
Oh, yo, I got 21.
It is the best middle finger you've given to someone in your whole life.
Did Max pick up her short sword off of the Madris, or is Madris still holding it?
I think Madris is still holding it.
Still holding her sword, yeah.
So instead, Max picks her hand axe.
You also, just because you haven't played it, you can hold your action until Madris goes, and as a free action, Madris can hand you back your sword if you prefer to fight with that. You can't hold your action until Madris.
Max does not have enough intelligence to do that. So Max just immediately grabs out her hand axe instead and wants to attack the goblin left.
Okay, go ahead and do an attack roll.
I got 19.
19? Yep, you hit.
I got 5.
He is looking real hurt. Really hurt. And it's his turn now, so he just goes, "Hey! Fuck you!" And just sticks his middle finger up at you, and he's gonna take a full disengage.
Was rude. He's taking a disengage, so he doesn't get opportunity attacks, does he?
Nope, he does not, because he is a goblin, so he just takes a full disengage and just fucking he's got 1 HP. He is just bleeding out, blood rushing down. He just runs down a little path on the other side of the woods, just with his middle finger behind him, just giving it to Max, and he just runs away.
Cat!
How on earth was that?
I mean, we're still in initiative order, right? Madris can chase after him if she wants. No?
He's gone. He's just fucking disengaged. He's gone.
Kenya's chasing after him. Kenya is booking it.
You gonna chase him?
Yeah, sure am.
Okay, can
Max
you...
is gonna follow.
Madris is going to reluctantly follow them both because she's like confused as hell, and she still has Max's sword.
Also, if I do, I would like to put out there that if we do hit him, I am doing non-lethal damage.
Okay, got it.
What's your speed? He's taking a full dash action.
Yeah, but I can also take a full dash action. I don't know where my speed is. 1 second.
I have my speed.
I have 30.
30 speed. Can you just quickly do a dexterity check for me? Just straight dexterity.
11.
11. Let me just roll for him. Yeah, that's you can grab him. He's trying to run down the hill. You just grab him by the back leg.
Yeah.
Right.
And then Fruit Snack jumps on top of him, like on his head.
Okay. You grappling him?
Yeah, I'll grapple him. I'll do a grapple check. That's strength, right?
Okay. Yep.
I got a 10.
He got a 13. You still got hold of him. He's just still trying to scurry away.
Madris!
Madris runs to a stop beside Kenya.
Max! Get him!
Her breath.
Seeing that Madris is not doing anything, Kenya is now Max!
You need help.
Max,
Wait.
still
Grab
holding the
him!
hand axe,
Madris
would like to take a swing at him.
Madris, can I roll for like a check to see if Madris can help grab him?
See,
Don't kill
Are you taking a swing, or are you gonna grapple him?
I'm gonna grapple him. So
Okay.
But Max is taking a swing.
okay,
Max is taking a swing.
I rolled a 3, so clearly Madris does not do a good job. I presume.
Okay.
We got a 5.
Okay, so this goblin is just struggling. Kenya has him by the ankle. Madris is trying to grab hold of him, but he's slippery. And then you just take a fucking swing and miss. Your axe gets caught in a tree. What do you do now?
Kenya is going to try to grapple him again.
Okay. I would say that Madris is helping you, so do an opposed strength check with advantage. He rolled a 13.
I got a 1, but I'm gonna go with the 17.
17? Okay, you grappled him. You got him.
Alright. Kenya, has him... I'm assuming that because she had his ankle originally, now she just has both of her arms wrapped around his knees.
Mm-hmm.
And she's, breathing heavily. She's like, tell us why you killed that donkey.
Madris, okay, since Madris still has Max's sword, she's going to hold it over him threateningly, if that's possible.
Sure, can you do an intimidation check for me?
Yes, of course. I got a 15.
A 15?
Yeah.
So he's just looking at the sword, and he just spits some blood. He goes, fuck you! Fuck you!
Really gross.
And still holding up that middle finger.
Have you no
What
hands?
No.
Max would like to swing again.
Alright.
Has been trying to yank this axe out of the tree this entire time.
Should Max roll for if she can get the axe out?
Sure, can you do me just a strength saving throw for me?
While Max is doing that, Kenny is gonna readjust to where she has him fully pinned.
Okay.
11.
11? It's still in the tree. It's just
Kenya-
still in the tree.
Kenya's gonna look down on him, grappling him, and she's gonna be like, Max, wait. Listen, just answer a few simple questions, and I won't cast another one of those burning hands that I did back there that got you so hurt in the first place.
Roll
I
an,
advise that you listen to me.
roll an intimidation check for me as well.
Nat 18,
18?
so that'd be a 19.
So he does look a bit rattled. You did just completely fucking obliterate his friend. So he just goes, fuck you! They have your friends. Fuck
Who's
you.
they? Fuck you. Who's
Why?
they?
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Where do they
I'll
have
pop
them?
you in the head if you don't answer. Max
Who's
pipes up,
they?
having let go of the axe for a moment.
Who's they and where? And who's them?
The bandits.
Who are they?
Which bandit?
Who are they working for?
Are we bandits?
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
You!
Fuck you.
I have to
Tell
add
me which
Madris
bandits,
doesn't
or I'm
fully
gonna
know what
punch
fuck
you
you
in the head,
means.
you fucking goblin.
Madris doesn't fully know what fuck you means, but she keeps repeating it back. Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
Maxwell
Stop
would like to
speaking
stand
it, fuck you.
very
Stop
close
speaking-
to the goblin and intimidate the goblin into
Can
answering.
I'm gonna offer that if Maxwell, depending on what Maxwell rolls, Madris is gonna give Maxwell back the sword because Madris believes Maxwell is more intimidating than she is.
Maxwell, can you give me an intimidation check with advantage, I guess?
Okay, so the highest roll was 13, but it's a persuasion roll?
Intimidation.
Which
So
roll?
yeah, it'd be charisma.
Intimidation roll. Which is a +2, so 15.
My friends! The bandits!
Where are the bandits from?
And what do
Can
they
you lead
have?
us
They have the
to
people
your-
in the cart?
Roll an insight check for me.
All of us or
You can all do it, I'll just take the highest.
okay.
17.
14.
Okay, so with a 17, you notice when you ask where are they, his eyes just dart right up where he was running towards. Is a trail. It's been made a trail in a thick brush. You can see obviously people have been walking to and from that. His eyes just dart right up there.
Max looks at the other girls and goes, "Does anyone have rope?
I do. I have rope.
Let's tie this
I mean-
motherfucker up."
I would assume in my explorer's pack would have rope, right?
Max would like to have the rope to tie up the goblin. Can Max tie up the goblin?
Okay, yeah, do a
Survival?
survival check.
Yeah, wisdom, which is a -1. 12.
12. Okay, you can tie him to a tree.
while tying him up, like after she ties him up to the tree, Max would like to search his pockets. Can she do that?
Yeah, you can search his pockets.
Kenya's walking away.
Madris is watching on, and she tells him that you're going to pay for what you did.
You want
Max has got hands in the pocket.
you want
That's a perception check, right?
Yeah, you can do a investigation check.
Investigation is intelligence, which is a 19.
19.
Damn.
He just has a dagger in there.
Can she take the dagger?
You can take the dagger.
Max would like to return to pulling the axe out of the tree.
Yeah, Kenya's gone, by the way. She is walking towards the direction that the goblin moved.
Madris is going to follow after Kenya, if that's possible.
And Kenya has
Max
her...
will follow after she yanks the axe out of a tree.
Okay.
Yeah, Kenya has her quarterstaff, like, out.
Kenya, can you do me a dexterity saving throw, please?
Also, Madris still has Maxwell's sword.
Can we just
Nat
point out
20.
the fact that Max has both hands on this axe right now and like feet against the trunk and is trying to yank it?
Kenya got a nat 20.
A nat 20?
Yeah.
Okay, so all of a sudden, you just feel a rope just snare around your ankles, and your feet are completely pulled out from under you, and you're pulled up a tree. But with a nat 20, you can just wiggle your feet out just in time. So you fall, but you don't really take any damage from the fall. You can dust yourself off.
Kenya keeps walking.
How many feet back do we think Madris was from that? Because she followed after Kenya.
Probably 5 to 10.
Can I roll a perception check to see if she caught that?
Yeah. I mean, you would have seen it. It's only about 5 feet in front of you.
Well, you know.
You would
Okay,
see her just attempt to get snared and just wiggle out of it and just
no
continue
perception
fucking
check.
walking away.
She's gonna keep walking, but be cautious because.
Wait.
Yes.
So, it tried to pull her up a tree.
Mm-hmm.
Kenya's gonna look up the tree to see if there's something up there.
Okay, you can roll a perception check for me.
Max is still furiously yanking. Has this axe come out of the tree yet?
Do me a strength check.
She got a not nat 20. I rolled a natural 9.
A 10?
Okay. With a 10, we can say you got it out. You probably wiggled it free before, so we can lower the DC on that. You have your axe back. With a 19, Kenya,
No, it's
you
a
notice
20.
a 20?
It's a 20. It's
Oh, yeah.
not a nat 20.
Okay.
It's a 19.
That's okay. You still passed. With that, you can see that there's no one up there. This seems to have been a trap that had been set just to stop people from going down this trail.
Okay,
You
then
are
Kenya's
right,
gonna keep
Kenya.
going.
Yeah. You just hear behind you another "fuck you" from the goblin that is still tied to the tree, with
Kenya
literally
turns
1
around
HP.
and
No,
spits
fuck
on the ground
you.
towards him.
I don't
And
like
Max
that
starts
little
running
guy.
towards the others.
Kenya turned around, spit at the ground towards the goblin, and then turned right back around and is walking. But she's gonna walk with more caution. I'm gonna do a perception check. She's gonna walk with more caution.
I'm also going to roll a perception check for Madris.
Can I have fruit snack do a help action for that?
Yeah.
Can Max, like pull the finger behind her back at the goblin that's tied up in the tree? Like the same way that he
Okay.
did to her?
I got a 13 on my.
I got two
check.
17s.
217.
But investigation would be a +5 to that, so 17.
17. And then Max, if you want to do a, if you want to flip the goblin off some more.
Yes.
Okay. You can. I won't make you roll for it. You can flip him off. You got a nat 20 earlier. You can flip him off. So with those perception checks, you notice about 10 foot in front of you, it just doesn't look quite right.
got a
Max
22
who
now.
has no perception of this and hasn't seen any of the rope stuff and is charging towards the girls. Can she charge into that bit?
Can I do a dexterity saving throw to try to catch her before she goes into the area?
We can do an opposed acrobatics check, I guess, or strength, whichever's more.
I got a 14.
I got 18.
18. Kenya, you try and stop Max from just hi-hoing it forward. Max, if you could do me another dexterity saving throw.
We got 11.
Okay. So with an 11, you walk
Poor Max.
forward. Suddenly, the ground just crumbles away beneath you, and you just fall into this fucking big hole. But with an 11, can you please do me a strength saving throw?
19.
19. Okay, so with a 19, so it's a pitfall trap. So they set up a pitfall trap. You fall in. The ground's completely just a big fucking hole, but you manage to turn around and just grab hold of the side.
Can Madris rush forward to try and help her? Like, up? Like,
Yeah.
can they try to help her up? Okay.
Yeah, you can do an athletics check for me.
Okay, yes, of course. Okay, I got a 10.
With a strength 10, you can give her the action.
Madris rushes forward and offers her hand to Max in an attempt to pull her up.
Max takes the hand, gratefully, kind of thinking about how she probably shouldn't have been running so fast.
Kenia's crying has slowed. She's no longer sobbing, but she does look very angry, and that is making her cry just a little bit more. But it's also kind of scary.
Okay, Madris, out of breath, looks to Maxwell and says, "Are you alright?"
Yeah, fine. But like, and she looks over to Kenya. You think she's all good?
I'm fine. We need to find out whoever is stealing people, though, because that doesn't seem. Mama would say that ain't it.
Are you gonna continue up on the trail?
Yes, I think they are.
Yeah. Roll a
We're doing it slowly, yeah, with perception checks.
Yeah, just roll a perception check for me.
Kenya got a 19.
I got an 18.
So with high rolls, are you kind of sneaking down?
Yeah, we'll sneak.
We're moving
do we need to do a stealth?
Yeah, you don't have to do a stealth.
Cautious.
Yeah, you don't have to do a stealth check because you roll good on the perception. So you're far enough away. You're peering through the grass. Up here is taller than you if you crouch down, so you can kind of peer through that grass. The trail's kind of to the left of you, so you peer through that grass. You can see a little makeshift camp set up around the mouth of a small cave. There's like a little river running through the entrance of it. Can you roll another perception check for me?
15.
11.
Okay, hold on. 16.
So you see two goblin guards like the one you just saw, kind of wearing the same, just tattery clothes. They're posted up at the front of the camp. They seem to be on the verge of snoozing. They don't really seem very into the idea of being guards. Does anyone want to roll an insight check?
I will. Ooh, I got a 5. And that's with my bonus.
I will also roll an insight check. I get a 13.
Okay, I would say with a 13, you notice right next to them there's like a sign made out of just refuse wood with just the words Cragmaw Hideout just painted onto it. And you can read, so you know it's spelled just completely wrong. So with that, you can assume that they're not very smart.
Cragmore. And Kenya's, that area is she's from the crag, right?
No relation. You've never heard of this before.
Okay. So how many goblins?
2.
So Kenya is gonna look there. There's 2 goblins. They look kind of tired. I don't see the other people though from the cart.
Should we take them out?
I have 1 more spell left. I don't get many spells. So I can, but I can't guarantee that it'll take them out entirely.
I could shoot them.
Oh.
Assuming there aren't more.
Then let's do it.
Or
if there are
we
more,
could convince them that we're supposed to be here.
How?
Are you sure they'd buy that? Look at how the last one behaved.
We're goblin consultants, and that we're here to investigate the prisoners and tell them more about them.
I really doubt they'd believe that.
I mean, they are quite dumb, but they seem quite dumb. They're science filled, all sorts of wrong. And she looks at Madris and she goes, "How skilled are you with that bow?"
I'm solid enough.
Just like a metagaming thing, do you get advantage when you're hidden?
Yep. So if you want to make an attack, you can use advantage, but you can only hit 1.
Before
There are 2.
anything happens, pulls out her own longbow and is like, "We could take one each."
That sounds like a good plan
to me.
And then if they survive, both of you use your movement to get as far away from me as possible, and I have a spell that'll take him out the rest of the way.
You guys are making me
We'll do
do
that
this the unfun way, but okay.
This seems quite fun, actually.
I think this is the smart way to go.
Yeah, so our plan is
Y'all
to
have
have
never
them...
murdered anyone, have you?
So our
Who
plan
says I
is...
haven't? She hasn't, but Matt just wants to be mysterious.
Yeah, Max looked at
mean-
her for a long moment with a cocked eyebrow, like,
So she said, y'all never killed anyone. Kenya looks at her dead in the eye and goes, I've killed hundreds. And then turns right back to the goblins. So their current plan is to have Madris and Max both shoot them and then use their movement to run away from Kenya.
Roll attack for me with advantage.
12 with my attack bonus.
I got a nat 19 and my attack bonus is 4, so a 3. Well, it's a 1
Okay,
plus.
so you fucking hit. Roll damage.
I got an 8.
A 5. Do I have to
5?
add anything to it?
Your attack bonus.
Oh, so I got an 8.
An 8.
Oh,
an
with
8.
my attack bonus, then I get a 10.
You both pull the arrows back on your bows. You just let go at the same time. Both of you just shoot them right in the fucking face. They go right down, dead.
Kenya's
Nice.
gonna do a perception check.
Max is.
Kenya's
Oh
gonna-
wait, Madris offers her hand to Max, but not in like a high five. She's doing a little finger wiggling movement that Kenya did earlier to hold her.
Max touches her fingertips to Madris's wiggling ones, and then pulls back.
Okay. Kenya's handshake.
Kenya's gonna do a perception check to see if anybody noticed. I got a nat 1.
That one.
She's looking at them wiggle their fingers.
Yeah, you're just watching them wiggle their fingers. It's just a thing you do now, I guess.
Max wants to go and step up to the goblins they just shot and check their pockets.
You want to? Okay, go ahead and do an investigation check.
So 14.
You find 2 potions of healing.
Ooh, exciting.
She pockets those.
Okay.
Madris wants to sneak through the camp and see if she can get a better look at things. So should I roll a stealth? I would imagine a stealth check.
You can roll a stealth or you can roll a perception.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a perception because she wants to just sneak around and look. Okay.
Because Max
Okay,
is,
she rolls a 7.
seems normal. They're dead. Max is just out there in the middle. Nothing seems off. There's the big cave. That's about
Ooh, a
it.
big cave.
Mhm.
Does
Max
she
looks up
perceive-
and notices the big cave finally, and would like to perception check to see what she can see.
Everything looks normal.
She got 0.
Zero. It's a cave.
Kenya's gonna also look at nat 20.
Nat 20.
Ooh.
With a nat 20, you notice it's a big cave. There's like you noticed earlier, a little river running into the cave. There's lots of little barefoot goblin footprints, some going in, some coming out. You do notice the tracks of 2 bigger bodies, one slightly larger than the other, that looks like they've just been dragged into there.
Dilf.
I'm gonna stealth into the cave.
Roll a stealth check.
So 17 plus 2 is
19. So you go inside of the cave mouth. There's some uneven stones that lead you up into a small dank chamber.
Does it smell?
It smells like that kind of egg smell of a cave that's just been
Ew,
there
yeah.
for a while. It smells like eggs.
Max would like to follow Kenya.
Madris wants to be lookout because of the fact that they're at the camp.
You can roll a
I don't-
perception check.
I don't feel good about splitting apart.
But what if they come back
Ah.
looking for you?
I need
Then
my
we-
short sword, bro.
I rolled a 13.
13. There's nothing out there. It's quiet. You don't get the feeling that anything is going to be coming up.
Okay, Madris tosses the short sword back to Max before she heads in.
Oh, well, yeah, let's throw knives.
Yeah. I was just about to say, do I have to check to see how Max caught that?
Do a Constitution saving throw for me.
I got 10.
You catch it. It kind of bounces off your hand, and you kind of juggle with the hilt a little bit, but you do catch it. You do not take any damage. Are we
Alright.
all? Are we all in the cave?
Yeah, Madris just was looking out there. She's heading in now. Heading inside.
Okay, so you're in the cave mouth. You kind of, your feet are kind of wet in this little river that's running through. It smells of eggs. You notice there's an opening on your right-hand side and another one straight ahead. The
Max is
air-
craving bacon to go with these eggs.
Can you all roll a perception check for me?
Got a natural 3, which is
got
gonna
a
turn into a 4.
5.
15.
5.
16.
With a 16, you notice on the right you can hear the sound of snarling or rattling chains. But the tunnel straight ahead of you seems very quiet, almost uncomfortably quiet. What do you do?
I think we should investigate noise.
Yeah.
Max thinks for a moment, strokes an invisible beard, and goes, "She might be right."
I'm up to it. Let's do it.
Okay, you go
All right.
to the right? The cave to the right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So you go to the right, and you see two massive wolves, a chain just up inside the opening. Each of their chains leads to like an iron rod that's driven into the base of a stalagmite.
Can I do an insight check to see if they seem like friendly towards us or like upset at us? That's gonna be a 10.
You notice they're pretty pissed, but not at you. They've noticed you, but they were snarling before you even came in the room.
I vote we set them free.
What about the bacon? We can just placate them, guys.
You want to give them bacon?
Bacon?
No, I just want to bacon for myself mostly.
Kenia passes Max bacon. But
Yeah.
this is the last piece that I have. Yeah.
She holds the bacon before her mouth.
So you see that the wolves see this bacon, and then they're like, ah, 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 ah. They're definitely hungry.
Max licks the bacon strip because she wants to taste the salt of it before anything happens.
Are we going to give them the bacon?
Max pauses for a moment holding the bacon, sticks it in her mouth, sucks on it, and is like, "Okay, someone give him the bacon," and holds it out for someone to take.
Madris is going to hesitantly take the bacon. She looks down at it quizzically, then looks over at the wolves with a worried but, demeanor, and she steps forward slightly to offer the bacon out. She's gonna be the one to feed it, I think. Yeah.
Which one? There's two. There's one slightly closer to you, or one just a little bit further away.
The slightly closer one.
Why don't we rip it in half? Why don't we rip a piece of bacon in half?
We can do that. Madris slowly breaks the bacon apart because she's not used to the texture and the material of it. She slowly
I'm
breaks it
sure
apart.
the addition of saliva makes it really great for her to rip apart.
It's sticky and yucky on her hands because of Maxwell's saliva, but she is undeterred because she grew up in the Black Marsh. Who wants to feed the other one?
You can do it.
All
I'll
right.
do it. And she grabs the other piece of bacon.
Madris whispers a quiet thank you under her breath to Maxwell.
Maxwell will approach the one that is further away from them.
Okay.
Kenia's not gonna approach the wolf with a cat in her bed. She's just not gonna do it.
Okay.
Can you both give me a dexterity saving throw, please?
Okay.
A nat 14, but do I do the plus one on it?
I
Yeah,
got a natural
15.
15, but with the dexterity bonus, I get 17.
All right, perfect. So you both hold out the bacon, and then the wolves smell it, and they go, ah, ah, ah. You manage to let go of the bacon before they bite you, and the wolves eat the bacon. What do you do?
Madris looks over to the others nervously and furrows her brows as she asks, "Did
Max would
we
like to pat
do
one
that
of them on the
correctly?"
head.
You want to pat a wolf on the head?
Max would like to pat them on the head now that she's given them bacon. The one closest to her that she just fed.
Okay. You can do an animal handling check, because you gave them food, actually. The DC drops down to a 10.
Roll the 2.
You rolled a 2? You go to pat the wolf on the head.
I forgot you're freaking stupid.
Can you please do me a Constitution saving throw?
I'm gonna put
I
Max
rolled
on
a
a
12
leash.
plus 2 is 14.
The wolf rolled an 18. You do take 3 points of damage.
Damn it.
Oh no. Kenia's
Yeah.
looking concerned because she never learned, healing spells ever. So she doesn't quite know what to do.
Madris looks on with great confusion and fear because the wolves are just kind of taking her by surprise a little bit.
Yanks her hand back and steps away from the wolf.
That's smart.
Kenia stands in front of Max.
Madris also steps back from the wolf in like front of Max, next to Kenya.
Yeah, Kenya's not as worried about Madris. She seems to have a sense of self-preservation that Max does not have.
Max would like to look further into the cave.
Okay, roll a perception check for me.
A 5.
A 5. There is a little way out of the cave, straight past the walls. It is separated by a huge wall of rock with just a very tiny exit hole at the very top.
Like, how tiny are we talking?
You could squeeze through it if you can get up there.
Wait, shouldn't we check out the rest of this?
Like in the other pathway that was uncomfortably quiet.
And he's like pressed up against the wall and is like,
I'll brave it if you're willing.
Max shrugs with the hand that is fucked up.
Can we do a medicine check to try to like
Help her.
Yeah, you can do a medicine check, or I believe Max picked up some potions.
She did. She picked up 2 healing potions.
She's too stupid to realize that right now because she doesn't think it's a problem.
Well,
how many hit points are you at?
9?
Out of
12?
We'll kind of just like fashion her a bandage, and I'll do a medicine check to see if I can get her a hit point back or 2. But I don't think that we should use.
Yeah,
I agree.
Just like some homemade bandages from their cloaks or whatever, or their tunics or their cloaks or whatever.
Yeah, you
Max could rip off some of her clothes, but then there would be nothing left.
You can both roll me a medicine check.
I got a 15.
14.
Roll a d4 for me, Max.
3.
You can get 3 hit points back.
Oh, yeah!
Are we going back into...
Max looks very lovingly at the 2 of them for fixing her. And is like, smile sweetly.
Kenya blushes. Yeah, we're gonna go into the eerily quiet cave.
Yes, the eerily quiet space.
Okay, so you go past the wolves. They seem pretty happy now because they ate. They don't seem to mind you there. So you go into the straight ahead passage. So it's very dark and narrow. Even in the dim light, 2 of you have dark vision. You can see far enough ahead to navigate, but it's pretty difficult terrain underfoot.
Do I have dark vision?
Max has dark vision.
I know Madris has dark vision.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I have.
I also have
vision.
celestial radiance, so you guys want a hand, literally.
You're glowing?
I think she can stick out a hand and it glows or something like that, right?
Yeah, that's what you said, because you said her hands glow.
Yeah. Maybe if I need to see, we'll have you light up like a glow stick. We'll crack your fingers.
Okay, are you just continuing down?
Yes. But Madris
perception test.
Yeah,
perception check.
You can
And
roll.
Madris is going to suggest that because it's dark, we should move slowly.
Max holds out her hand and is like, no, wait, watch this, and wants to use celestial radiance.
Are you wanting to cast Celestial Radiance?
Yes.
It's a cantrip, I believe.
Also, I rolled a 12 on my perception.
Okay, well, with the 12, you see that it's just a tunnel. There's nothing really suspicious about it. You can see far enough ahead that it...
Wait. With that 12, can she tell if the tracks that we saw of the people being dragged, is it going down this tunnel or the other one?
Yeah.
It is going down this tunnel.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, so the end of the tunnel opens up into a bigger room. You can just see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Mm-hmm. I think that this way. Should we continue on?
Yeah, let's...
Max storms ahead.
No, let's
holding
take a
her
look
hand
around.
out.
Let's take a look around.
Max, wait.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay,
take a look
Max
around.
wait, considering she's done many stupid things.
I think we need to be more cautious with this one.
I rolled a 13%.
So you go to the end of the tunnel, and it does open up into a wider, bigger cave. Above you, you can see a rope bridge dangling between 2 tunnels that are dug near the top of the cave.
I don't like this. This is giving me the heebie-jeebies.
This is odd, right? Even for here?
Yep, and then to the right-hand side of the big open room, there is another tunnel in there on your level.
Can we perception check the tracks?
Yes.
Yeah, you can roll an investigation check.
I got a 9.
14.
17.
With a 17, you notice that there is some dragging tracks that go into the hole on the right-hand side.
This way, guys. So I'm gonna go to the edge of the hole, and then I'm gonna look for traps because they try to trap me in the woods, and I will not. I'm gonna do a perception.
Okay, and while you do that, I'm just gonna roll for something right here.
7.
A 7? What are you looking for?
Booby traps.
Doesn't seem to be any booby traps.
Looks safe to me.
Max says, yo, let's go save my Dilf, and wants to head in the direction of the tracks.
Please tell me what a
Madris.
Dilf is now.
So you just heading?
I'm not sure what it is.
I'll tell
either.
you when we find him, Kenya.
Can you both please roll me some dexterity saving throws?
Oh.
No.
Can I? I'm going with them, so do we all roll?
Mm-hmm.
I got an 8.
11?
I got a 17.
So you hear a voice up on the rope bridge that spotted you, Kenya, just going, "Hey! Hey! Who are you?"
Kenya, Stefan, nice to meet you. Fuck you.
Maxwell calls out, we're goblin consultants!
Can you roll a persuasion?
I'm Madris.
Wait, what am I rolling?
Can you roll persuasion for me, please, Max?
Oh, we rolled an 18, but I have a +2, so...
Oh. Okay, so he just kind of looks taken aback. He's like, "Hey?"
Hi.
Goblin consultants at your service!
Nice to
What
meet
she
you.
said. Lovely to make your acquaintance.
Did King Grow send you?
Absolutely, that is our man.
Yeah,
We are here to
yes,
see
he
the
did.
prisoners.
King Girl's my father.
Can you can you please roll a persuasion check for King Groll is my father?
Also, I want to add that Madris thinks that "fuck you" is like goblin like speak, so she's like "fuck you,
Fuck you!
but she's saying it with a wave.
For charisma, I got a 15.
He kind of looks at you and says, "I didn't know he had kids."
The one and only.
So he had his hand on a big lever, but he kind of just lowers his hand and looks to you and says, "Why did he send you?"
I need to talk to the prisoners you took today from that cart on the path. It's urgent.
Oh,
Yes.
can you roll a persuasion check for me again?
No, it's gonna be a 7.
So he looks confused and says, "Well, there's only one here now. What do you mean, prisoners?"
May we speak to him?
What do you
It's
mean there's only
important.
one prisoner? My father told me there would be two here. What did you do wrong?
Can you roll an intimidation check for me?
Why is this all charisma? 13 again.
13? Okay, then not smart. With a 13, he kind of looks a bit rattled. He says, "What? You came and took the other one.
No. I thought you said you didn't know he had any children.
You, King Groll, and everybody with him. You lot came and took him."
I suppose he didn't tell me of his plans. Well, I guess I'll just take the other one then, since my father doesn't seem to want to keep me up to date on his comings and goings.
Max is flexing her muscles in the background as if she's the strength of this biz.
Do you know where the king took the other one? We were supposed to talk to them both.
I mean, I guess if my father wanted the first one before we got to talk to him, that's his business. I just don't know why he didn't update us.
Can you all
Yes.
please roll me a persuasion check with advantage?
Ooh, I love it when I have advantage. It makes me less stressed. I shouldn't have said that.
Okay.
I got a 12.
Got a 14.
17.
Okay. So he does look a little rattled. Max standing there kind of has him a little bit thrown off. I don't know. You just go in there. Go in there. Talk to him.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Fuck you.
Now, fuck you.
Fuck
And
you.
yeah, without looking over her shoulder, tries to hold her head high and just strut down the hallway like she's been here before.
Madris also follows after Kenya in an attempt to like mimic her posture, but she almost like trips while she like moves. She doesn't, but or maybe she does. Should I roll to see if Madris trips?
You can roll to see if you trip.
Okay, what do I?
You can roll dexterity saving throw for me.
Okay, 12.
You stumble a little bit, but you don't fully trip. You just kind of trip over your toes.
Madris stumbles. Oh, but she does not fully fall.
Mac puts her hands on her hips as if she's like power posing as she struts down the hall behind them, really feeling like the strength of this business.
Okay, so he's somehow completely convinced. He has not activated any manual traps, so you just walk right through into the cave on your right.
Can we perceive what is there?
Yep, you can roll a perception check.
Ah, shit. I got
Roll a
2.
perception check. Can I also have Fruit Snack looking over my shoulder for advantage?
Yeah, you can roll with advantage.
I rolled a 16. That's with my bonus.
I rolled an 11 with my bonus and advantage.
You can see it's a big room. It seems to be full of just a lot of junk. It's pretty well lit. There seems to be light coming in from above. You see 3 goblins kind of sat around a pot of food, just eating. You see one bigger goblin just kind of sitting there. He has a helmet. Looks like he stole it from someone. He seems to be a bit of a boss goblin. He's beefier than the rest. He's just there, just playing with the tip of his knife. And then, can you all roll an investigation check for me?
Yes.
Does the goblin have a crown on?
He has a helm, just a helmet.
Okay. I rolled a 17 for my investigation check.
An 8.
You can all see in the room, you see the Dilf from the bar, Sildar. He's there, he looks really beaten. He's only wearing underwear, and he has his hands tied behind his back.
Can you make Max roll for horniness?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Max
Please.
can roll for horniness. Just roll me a d20 with advantage.
13.
You see his shirtless body, and he is just fucking ripped. He's in his 50s,
Oh.
but he's definitely a Dilf.
Yeah, Max is drooling, definitely for sure. Her eyes are not moving from this very pretty kiss of hers.
Does he have a vicious V? Does he have a vicious V?
Roll for Vicious V.
I have to add, like, there's no reason
10.
for me to think this, but I feel like he looks like Ewan McGregor.
Yeah, he looks
I was
just
thinking what was I thinking?
I got a 16 for vicious V.
16. He has a vicious V. He has like a fucking 6-pack, not like in like a gym dude way, but in like a Dilfy silver fox way. He's just beefy. He has thick pecs. He has tight abs and this vicious V. What do you do?
Max's eyes cannot move away from the vicious V.
So here's my thought process.
Yeah.
He said that the king already took him, so this can't be the king. I'm
No.
saying we get a surprise round on him. We attack him. We kill him as fast as we can. We take this prisoner out, and if we go past the other goblin, he already thinks that I'm the freaking princess of the goblins, which makes no sense. I'm not even a goblin, but that's fine.
I mean, that'll work, but we have to make sure we're quiet or they'll hear us.
Those abs.
I have another spell slot. I could do the burning hand spell again.
Do you want to do that? I don't want you to waste all your magic.
At the end of the day, if I use my magic, I use my magic.
All right, I'll support you with my bow. Just in case.
Max, in order to get your Dilf, your is it like a dill pickle? Is that what it's like? It's like a dill pickle?
If you want to rescue this Dilf that you so desperately covet, then you'll have to help us with this. Can you do that?
Max kind of looks away for a moment and looks at them, very still entranced, then looks back at the abs.
No. Okay, so Kenya kind of like grabs Max's shoulders, and they're right around the same height, so she can make eye contact very easily. And she goes, "You want man? We got to get him."
And okay, Max nods.
All right, cool. So I think I have to be within 15 feet to do burning hands. But if we go at him, we can attack him all three before he even notices. So I run up to him, I cast burning hands, and then y'all shoot from behind me at him.
That works
Max
for me.
nods, but her hands start to grip her hand axe because she's very confused.
Okay, and just so you know the room layout, you're in the entrance room, the kind of in the entrance of the cave. To the right, there's 3 goblins sat there around a cooking pot. To the left, you have the goblin leader just there playing with his knife, and then next to him is the Dilf.
So my question is, would I be able to run up and kind of shoot the burning hands at him to the point where like he's at the edge of it, so I don't hit the Dilf?
I was like, what happens if the Dilf burns alive?
He's
Max
very
will cry.
he's very close to the Dilf.
Okay.
So
change of plans. How close are the 3 goblins by the cooking pot?
they just all sat around the cooking pot. They're close to each other, but at the other side of the room, to the leader.
Okay, so how about I run up on the 3 goblins by the cooking pot, I do my burning hands, and y'all both shoot the leader. So I'm saying y'all shoot him, whereas Kenya runs up and casts burning hands.
Yeah, that's what I think that's the same page. Right?
Okay.
They both shoot at him, and then you fire blast the other ones.
Okay, yeah, let's do that. We would get a surprise round, right?
Okay, for that,
Yeah.
if you would like to all roll me a stealth check to see if they notice you in the door.
Good.
Oh, 18.
18?
Oh, 16. I got a nat 1!
Okay, so you all run out of the cave door. Max and Madris, you manage to pull back your bows and take a shot. But Kenya, you just fucking trip over a rock and fall flat on your face. Madris and Max could please just roll me a sneak attack roll for me.
Okay. With my attack bonus, it's a 14.
The 14?
With my attack's bonus, it's a 14 as well.
Okay, and then could everybody just quickly roll me initiative?
5.
I got another nat 1.
14.
14.
I can't use this dice anymore, guys.
Your dice is cursed.
Okay, so who got the 13?
Did.
Okay, so you shoot an arrow and it just goes ping right off the helmet, doesn't hit. But Madris, your arrow does hit, gets him right in the shoulder. Can you roll attack for the bow for me, please?
Yes, of course. 3.
Okay, so next up in the initiative is the boss. He just looks up and he says, "Hey! What the fuck? Fuck you!" Okay, so he pulls out his scimitar and goes for you, Madris, because you hit him.
Okay.
18 to hit.
Oh, 13.
So he does hit, and you take 4 damage. And 2 of the goblins did roll higher than you guys as well. So the second goblin runs forward, runs to, I would say, Max, and takes a swing with a dagger. That will be a 9.
no.
13 to hit.
12 to hit.
You only take 2 damage. Third goblin runs forward, is going to take a swing at you as well, Max. That's only a 5 to hit, so misses. Madris, your turn.
Yes. Okay. I guess Madris is gonna fire at them again. Sorry, I'm like trying to ask the party. What do we think is the course of action?
So, just game mechanic wise, the smaller goblins that were by the cooking fire are gonna be easier to kill. The big guy's probably gonna have more HP, so I think if you could just land hits on the big guy, again, we're trying to do this as fast and quiet as possible.
Yes. Okay.
And
Yeah.
bowing him down would be the way to do it. I have Thunderwave and Burning Hand stock, so the only thing I can use is Burning Hands because Thunderwave is loud.
Okay. Then Madris is gonna fire another round at the big guy.
Okay, you want to roll your roll to hit?
16 plus my attack, so that'll be 18.
18. You hit.
Yeah.
Roll your damage.
Okay, excellent. Let's hope this one is better. 4!
4. Next up is the other goblin, who is gonna rush forward and try and take a stab at Kenia. That's a 17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
That hits. It's okay, they're just weakling guys. 4 damage.
Okay.
Next up is Max.
Alright. She's going to, because there's a goblin that tried to hit her, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's going to go for that guy.
Okay.
And she is going to pull out her short sword because she doesn't like her bow very much. And try and swing at him. 16.
16, that hits. Roll your damage.
3. Plus the attack bonus of 4, so 7.
7. You kill this guy.
Oh, yo.
How do you want to kill him?
Okay, so Max draws out her short sword very quickly and swipes it across the goblin's gut, slicing him right across through the middle. With the 2 halves popping down on separate sides of her, she triumphantly grins and holds her sword up, and she's like, "You!"
Gross. Kenya, that's your turn.
Are any of them within 15 feet?
There would be the one that attacked you, the one that attacked Madris, but Madris is also near you.
Mm-hmm. And
Madris, how's your dexterity?
My dexterity is, I have a 15 overall plus 2.
I'm going to, on the one just in front of me, so I'm going to kind of angle it away so it doesn't hit Madris. I'm going to cast Burning Hands and try to hit the one, because I'm assuming that the big dude is further than 15 feet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take my movement to go towards him, and I'm gonna cast Burning Hands on the big dude.
Okay, yeah, that'll work.
So I'm gonna run past the goblin, and I guess I'm gonna have to take an opportunity attack.
No, roll an acrobatics check.
Nat 20.
With a nat 20, definitely. They're not smart, so you probably got past him before he even had the chance to take an opportunity attack.
Okay, it's gonna be a dexterity saving throw for the big guy.
For the big guy?
I rolled really bad on that.
He got a 19 plus 2, so he got a 21.
Yeah, that saves. So he's gonna take 9 divided by 2, so 4 points of damage.
4 points of damage. He is not looking nice. Hey, you want Fruit Snack to do anything?
Yeah, I'll have Fruit Snack go at him with his claws. I'll have him take.
Okay.
He got a 9, and he doesn't add anything to it.
Okay, so that misses, so he probably tried to jump out of your hood and just got a little bit scared and did that thing that cats do when they almost fall off of something and just kind of freaks out for a second.
It's really cute, though, right?
It's very cute. Can you roll for cuteness?
No, because what if I roll bad?
Let's please, I want to roll for you. Yes!
It's very cute.
Why couldn't he roll a 19 on his attack?
So it's the boss's go. He just kind of looks and goes, So he takes a swing at you, and that would be a 9. 13 to hit?
That hits.
Okay. He's going to pull out his scimitar. He rolled a nat 1 on that, so it's just going to be 3 points of damage.
All right. Kenya is looking very like cannot take another hit.
The other little weedy goblin is going to take a swing at Max. That is a 16 plus 4. That is a 20 to hit.
Yeah.
That hits. He takes a swing with his dagger. That will be another 3 points of damage.
Fuck. Alright.
Okay, Madris, that's your turn.
What can I have like a survey of what's the land situation? Who are we? Or is the little goblin is the only one still alive?
1 big goblin and 2 little goblins. One of them is right by you. The other one is right next to Max, who's about 5 to 10 feet away from you.
Okay. How many? Can I ask for what the hit? How much damage does the big goblin have? What is like the? What does the party think we should do? What is the party?
Get rid of the big goblin or heal me in this round. Either heal me or get rid of the big goblin because if he hits me one more time, I'm down.
Okay.
Y'all should not have let Max fucking pick up those potions.
Well, what do we...
Hit the goblin then. Hit him.
Okay. I'm gonna go after the big goblin again.
The big goblin or the one that's right by you?
the big goblin is the one, right? We were right? Or is that the one that we decided?
I mean, can you take another hit from the little goblin? Because if you attack him and don't get rid of the little goblin, you're gonna be hit
okay,
by the
yeah.
little one.
I have like 6. I have like 6 hit points, so
Okay, do that. I can hit him. I have a quarterstaff. It just
so go after the big goblin or go after the little one. What are we
go
feeling,
after the
people?
little one. If
Okay.
you're not doing too well on hit points and you think the little goblin's
Yeah.
gonna pick you out, hit the little goblin.
Yeah, I'm a little worried. Okay, we're gonna start with rolling the d20. Correct? Yeah.
Yep.
The attack. 14.
14, that hits.
Come on, I need this dice to finally do something useful. 10.
10? Okay, you fucking kill him. How'd you want to kill him?
With the longbow, and I would like it to be a shot just right to his head. He deserves it.
Right into his head?
Right between the eyes. And Madris, as she kills him, definitely, well, I guess we're trying to be quiet. She whispers under her breath, "Fuck you."
His eyes are fading, and he just goes, "Fuck you." And then he dies.
Yay!
Max, that's your turn.
So there's another goblin that's come up and attacked Max, right?
Yeah, you have one goblin right by you.
So Max is gonna take a swing at that goblin
Okay, roll to
with
hit.
her short sword that's already out. 13.
13, that hits.
Oh hell yeah! 5 plus 4, so 9.
They're little weak guys. You kill him. How'd you want to kill this one?
This one Max is prepared for, so she takes her short sword and stabs it right up through his chest into his heart.
Nice.
Cool. Kenya, that's
She
you.
also goes "fuck yeah" when he drops off her sword.
I might risk it and use an additional spell slot and roll the d20.
Ooh.
But the main thing is that if I don't roll an 18, 19, or a 20 on this, I'm down with how much damage I'll have to take for that.
We desperately need Max to remember those potions.
I guess
I'm sorry,
Yes,
Max is
Kenya-
stupid.
Kenya and Fruit Snap are gonna roll an attack on this big dude, and if I go down, so an 18 for Kenya, and then Fruit Snap got a 16.
Both hit.
Okay, so Kenya is a D8. She got an 8, and then Fruit Snack is. He got a 4. Hell yeah!
Ah. Okay, this guy is so fucked up.
Oh no!
He is so fucked up. Mechanically, he is at 1 hit point. Can everybody roll an insight check for me?
Yes.
I got a nat 1.
I got a 11.
6.
I'll say with an 11, you can see that he knows that this is not going to end well for him.
Oh, okay.
So he takes his action to grab Sildar the Dilf,
Tilda.
and he pulls out his knife and just holds it to his neck. He looks at you and says, "Look, if we just parley, I'll let this guy go. Just give me 50 gold and leave me with my treasures."
But I
Don't hurt him.
still have this cat. That'll fuck you up.
Can Max do a stealth attack?
You can try and do a stealth attack, but he does have this guy at knife point.
But he's also got 1 hit point, right?
Yeah, but Madris has a turn between you guys.
Oh, okay, hang on.
We're still in initiative.
Max is in pain thinking about the fact that Sildar might die. And is kind of incoherently grumbling and whining.
Madris wants to find a peaceful solution. She doesn't want Sildar to die. So, what do we think the group would we need to barter with this guy, right?
We don't have 50 gold though.
But maybe there's something else he could want, right? Potentially. I'm gonna have Madris ask.
I mean, you can do a persuasion check.
Yeah, I got a 13.
13. Okay, I say with a 13, you ask, and then Sildar kind of opens his eyes and says, "Don't. He'll just attack you when you turn your back."
Then why don't you attack him?
Oh my god.
Max kind of quietly leans in and is like, if we get him to put down Dilf, then we can just stab him.
Okay. Kenya looks at him and goes, I will not make any deals with you while you have a man at 9 points. Set him down and then we can parlay.
Roll a persuasion check for me.
I've been rolling nat ones, guys. I rolled another nat 1!
A nat 1?
No!
Okay. With a nat 1, he just says, "Fuck you!" and stabs him. So that's down. Madris, that's still your turn. If you want to take an action.
Attack him. Attack him.
Madris is going to attack him for that because she doesn't like bloodshed without cause. So she's gonna attack him.
Okay, roll your attack.
Okay, I rolled a 16 plus the 2 for my longbow, so that'll be 18.
That hits.
Okay, then let's hope that. Do you count the attack bonus in your longbow and your the D10?
Yeah, but he is at 1 HP, so you don't even have to roll. How are you gonna kill him?
Okay, I got a 3, so we're gonna shoot him in the head again.
You shoot him in the head. Okay, you shoot. It just goes fucking right in one eye, and then you can just hear it go chink at the back of the helm. He's down. He's dead.
And he's gonna dash forward to the Dilf that I keep on
Yes, Madris is running forward. Yeah.
Can I ask where the Dilf was stabbed?
Just right in the neck. Where the knife
This would be a great time for Maxwell to remember those.
Hang on, guys, wait. Max runs across the Dilf, drops to her knees next to him, and grabs a hold of his neck. And is like, "Are you okay?" She's like, "Oh wait, is he dead?"
I mean, you can if you have healing potions, you can use that. You can bring him up. I'm just here rolling saving throws, death saving throws.
Max has a moment where she's like, "Oh my god, Dilf!" And then she remembers that she has potions and pulls one out and holds it up to his lips.
Okay. All right. Yeah. He rolled 2 death fails. So luckily you have him up for 3 plus 2, 5 HP. He's up.
Oh my god. Oh. Madris drops to her knees besides Maxwell and the Dilf. Are you okay?
Kenya steps kind of like around them and like a little bit in front of Madris and takes her quarterstaff and like puts it against his chest. And he goes, "What the fuck you gotten yourself into?"
He clears his throat. I don't know. They just attacked us on the trail and dragged us up here, knocked us out. I don't know where my friend is.
The King Goblin has him.
Was there any reason for the attack?
Roll an insight check for me.
Ooh, okay.
Max is lovingly stroking his handlebar mustache.
Okay, I got a... Hold on.
In insight, I got a 16.
16?
Yeah, I got a 15.
He just came back from the dead. He looks a little shaken up. He generally doesn't look like he knows why it happened. He says, I don't know, we're traveling to Phandalin. We were warned, the man at the bar warned us about goblins and bandits, but they got the jump on us. They took all of the minerals we were supposed to be taking to Phandalin. I was just here. I was here as Gundren's protector, and I failed.
You did
okay. I'll protect you, Max is. I got you now.
We need to get out of here.
Yeah. So I convinced one of the goblins that the Goblin King's my daddy. It's a long story. Don't ask. But if we're gonna take you out of here, we're gonna have to make it look like you're a prisoner. Are you okay?
You have to trust us on this.
Max looks pained at this.
Roll a persuasion check for me.
All of us?
Do we get advantage for saving his life?
Yeah, you can roll with advantage.
Okay. Do we all roll? Oh, I got a 20.
I mean, he's looking at you, Kenya, telling him all the things that he wants to hear, but he looks at Madris and thinks that he can trust this very strange elf.
Good, because
So
Kenya did not
Max
roll
got
well.
15.
he's very much enjoying the attention from an incredibly younger girl stroking his mustache. He nods. He says, "Okay, I trust you. I trust you."
All
Alright,
right,
bind and gag him.
then let's go.
So
Okay.
are you gagging him?
Yeah, we're bind and gagging him, and
Okay.
then I'm asking Max to kind of like throw him over her shoulder because she was pretending to be the muscle, and then I'm dusting myself off as best as I can to try
Max
to make it.
throws him over her shoulder, but will only hold him there by his ass.
Can
Continue.
I suggest that Madris grabs Kenya's hand to get up? I'm obsessed with like the hand holding saga here.
Yeah, no. Kenya takes Madris's hand and then tries her best to make it not look like she's on death's door, and struts out the way that they came.
Wait, can I do a perception check to see if Madris notices how bad off Kenya is, so that they can like talk about it later potentially?
Yeah, you can roll a perception check with that.
Oh, I'm gonna roll like an investigation check to see if these goblins left any like potions laying around. I got a 6.
Max is not interested in emptying others' pockets. Her
Okay,
hands are
I
very...
got an 8. She got it. I got an 8 on my perception check.
Kenya's fine.
Kenya's fine.
Kenya got a 17 on her investigation check.
Okay, with a 17, you find another 5 potions of healing, which would be the 2d6 plus 2 for the healing. And then you also find 20 gold pieces and 2 gold teeth.
Ooh. Interesting.
Yum.
Okay.
Max
Well,
says,
make
"Oh,
that
yo,
one.
in the mouth."
Make that one healing potion, because Kenya's gonna take one.
So 5 healing potions, 20 gold, and 2 teeth.
Kenya's ready to go.
No, I'm ready to. Madris is ready to hightail it out of there.
Max is also ready.
Okay, then we're on our way.
I'm up to full.
So you head back out into that other cave. Can you roll a perception check for me?
Yes.
11.
14.
I got a 11 as well.
You see that nothing is different than you left it. There's that one guy up there. Can you please roll me a persuasion check with advantage?
Yes.
Kenya kind of
All of
like looks at him and like shakes her head slightly, like don't ask questions. I got a 13.
Yeah, 15.
15? Okay, 15. So yeah, with a 15, he looks and you're all rolled high enough. He says, "Alright, that's it." He says,
Max,
he just goes,
Max
Fuck
is a dude
you as
going
she
on.
goes.
yeah,
Bye,
he-
fuck you.
Fuck
he
you.
says, "Bye, fuck you!"
Fuck you. Goodbye.
Yep, and you head
Alright.
out of the cave.
Okay, we escaped.
The minute we step out of the cave, I'm rolling another perception check.
Yeah.
go ahead.
Six.
I'm gonna also roll a perception check. I got a 16. Oh, plus my 3 is, so that's a 19.
Max is too horny to perceive right now.
19.
Oh, we're also gonna like once we're out of sight of the cave, we're gonna untie and ungag him.
Yeah.
There's
No,
no-
hang on. They can ask Max if she's willing to do that.
They will trust me. Madris will try to force her to untie him if she says no.
So there's nothing
They
out of
can
the
have
cave. Everything's all quiet. Nothing's out of the ordinary. And you just hear Sildar just, "Ooh, ooh, ooh."
Max, you gotta let him go. You gotta let him
We need
go.
to untie him.
See,
He's not leaving.
He
just
sounds pained.
we gotta let him down.
It's the only
Max
merciful
sighs and
thing.
then lets him down.
They ungag him and bound him. Clearly.
And then Kenya hands him fruit snacks to cuddle for his
Yeah.
troubles.
And Madris asks, "Are you alright?"
So he takes the cat in one hand. He takes the other one and just puts it right on Max's shoulder and just gives it a very thankful kind of squeeze. And he just smolders and says, "Thank you."
Max like looks back at him and just has like
takes
this
1 point of
calm-
psychic damage.
It's like, no problem.
Can we get a horniness check on Max again?
Okay, roll a horniness check.
4. Right, he's a little tired from carrying him around. He's a bit of a pancake.
Okay, so
Realizing how heavy he is made her less horny.
less horny, too much muscle mass.
He's
So
tired.
he starts to shiver because he's still just naked. You just tied him up and he's just in his underwear.
Oh! Madris wears a cloak. I'm gonna have. Can I have her offer him her cloak?
Yeah, he takes your cloak, he puts it on. He's just holding the cat. He says, "Thank you. I didn't know how long I was going to be stuck in there."
That's a shame about the view, is what Max is.
So I'm
Sorry.
assuming
Madris throws a look over her shoulder at Max.
I say we go deliver this letter, because we are going to deliver the gosh darn letter.
We can reconvene in Phandalin to figure out our course of options.
I remember when I was in there with that goblin with the helmet. He said that someone asked King Groll to take Gundren somewhere else. Somewhere called the Cragmore Castle?
We need to go to the city anyway to deliver this letter, and we'll get a spot at a tavern to rest. I'm tired.
Farfaren, the man at the tavern, he lives here. He might know where Cragmore Castle is.
We can't go back to the tavern until we deliver the letter. We are delivering the letter first.
I'm sure somebody in Phandalin could know. It is the big city, right? Madris says, looking completely unsure of herself.
Attempt to deliver the letter tomorrow and say that we got attacked by goblins.
I think that might be best. I cannot go to Phandalin without the man I was supposed to protect.
You're going everywhere without the man you were supposed to protect. You just gotta live with that.
Do you think there's a reason they wanted to go after you two?
Gundren seemed very afraid. But I'm in no state to go to Phandalin. Maybe we should head back, get some rest, maybe ask if anybody anywhere where the Cragmore Castle. I know it's near here. The goblins are moving around by foot, but someone there has bound to know. The goblins have been living here for years and years.
Well, I guess that makes sense.
I don't care where we go as long as we go wherever Dilf goes.
But the letter, we promised.
We can deliver the letter whenever. They're only getting married 3 months from now.
What we do is we go back to the tavern. We let Farfaren know. We let him know what happened. We let him know we have full intention of going to Phandalin tomorrow to deliver the letter. And then we will immediately go to the castle.
I guess that sounds like a good enough plan.
It's the only plan.
I just hate to travel backwards instead of forwards.
I mean, I do
bacon?
too. He definitely has bacon. And he has a place to sleep that's close.
We'll head back.
He, still holding the cat, walks over and picks up just one of the daggers on one of the guards that you killed earlier, attaches it to his underwear, and says, "All right, let's go."
Madris looks on at Max and the Dilf in, like, confusion mixed with a little bit of disgust.
I still don't know what Dilf means. You said that once we got the Dilf, you would tell me what Dilf means.
Max looks at her, pauses for a moment and goes, "Dad, I'd like to," and then she yells the word "fuck" really loud.
You all start walking back to the Baandari Trading Post. Can you please all roll me a perception check, please?
18.
15. What? Okay, I got a 20. A 17 natural, but a 20.
You start to peek over the hill outside of the Baandari Trading Post. You really didn't get very far. So you go back to the track, you start walking down, you start to peek over the hill. You can smell the distinct smell of smoke in the air. As you start to walk further, the air appears to thicken with smog, and you can hear the very faint sound of metal on metal. Can you please roll me another perception check, please?
Yes.
16.
9.
I got a 16 as well.
So as the settlement starts to come into your view, you can see that the tavern is completely on fire. The thatch roof is barely seeable through the heavy smoke and angry flames. Kenia, you can see Farfaren, the man who owns the tavern, with his axe in his hand just fucking cleaving through goblins as they try and jump up at him and stab him. Madris, you can't see any of the musicians you came here with, but there is a pile of instruments just smashed to shit on the ground, and some goblin bandits who are just destroying them just for the sake of it. And Max, you can see that the crew that you sailed here with originally are just all in the midst of battle with these goblin bandits. By the port, just in the distance, you can see the dead body of your friend Oscar from the orphanage that you traveled here with is draped over a crate. He's just completely messed up and dead.
Laura.
Can Max run over to Oscar and have a dramatic moment?
You can, but that is where we're going to end our session for the night.
Whoa, okay.
Whoa.
Damn, really?
I almost got tears in my eyes with Matt, like thinking about Madris's reaction to the smashed musical instruments, because she definitely like got attached to them over the course of the travel.
Kenia's fucked. Like, she has her quarterstaff, but she doesn't have any attack bonus, so she's just rolling raw. And it doesn't do that much damage, and that's all.
I know, this is chaos.
Yeah, Max about cry a little bit.
Well, at least we still have some of the weapons left, and we have the healing potions, which are good. We have the healing potions, and we have the Dilf with us, so hopefully he can be of use.
Yeah, he did
fight.
so much against the goblins the first time.
Okay, well, to be fair, that time he was like a prisoner, and he was like dying.
No,
I think
but when they attacked the cart, he didn't do much. This is like out of character, obviously. I'm just a little suspicious of all of these people, because I want to know what's in that freaking letter to the wifey or whatever, and what is like the deal. Like, I think there's something going on with all of this. Like, the guy at the tavern is so suspicious, but Madris wasn't like cute enough to notice that. But No,
I was like, this guy is so fucking like weird.
I'm suspicious of the Dilf. I can't remember his name at all. I know it starts with S.
I'm just calling him Ewan McGregor in my head.
I can't remember his name, but I'm so suspicious of him because, like, this dude was freaked out about